presentation of the National Football League.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator of the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
Open now downfield is Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dart going to give to Scannable. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. An inside run with Scannable. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. To the air, Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 104 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. From the gun, Dart. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll give it to Scatteroo. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw now, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Giants.
On play action, here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it.
Here's Dart once more. He'll try and do this himself. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Again, it's Scatteroo. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterboo, 47 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know she'll keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And this time he is in. Yes. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dart. Robinson hauling it in outright. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try to pick it up himself. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Hurts on the option right. Muscles him off. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Up the middle with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Eagles.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's another Eagles first down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
A gain of 4 brings up 4th down and 1.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run forward Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Hurts will throw. That's caught. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll be working from behind now following the... That went out wide and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Makes it 3rd and
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Dart going to look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
They'll throw again. Dart. There goes a deep ball. End zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
Throwing. Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
First and goal.
Throwing his Dart. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we could hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? I need you more and more. You need to stay.
EA Sports.
set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, and really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. To the air, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dart looking to throw again. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw now, Dart. Touchdown! Malik Neighbors, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they like to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Eagles.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Another Eagles first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to throw, Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Scatterby. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Chris Barnes. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of 8.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Running left is Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Dart going to give to Scatterby. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Brandon Gano to kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. A short one there, caught by Granson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Back at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Past the 20. Brown with his stick skills. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's another Giants 1st down.
Throwing his Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working out of the gun is Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And incomplete on the deep ball. So halftime is upon us. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Dart. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Off the bootleg, it's Dart. Now he'll tap this and run. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Scatteroo to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Dart going to look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Giants, 1st down.
Now Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Dart. He'll try and do this himself. He'll get this to Scatterby. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He'll try to do it himself. Robinson's got it. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there. And he did not. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. First down, here's Scatterby. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
Giants, 1st down.
Give up the middle, Scatterby. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
10 more yards. That's another Giants 1st down.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give, it's Scatterby. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterby. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing Dart. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position. Dart to throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. An inside run to Scatterby. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Theo Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv, it means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll give it to Scatterby. And a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were up there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. A big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Brown goes in motion left. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
And an Eagles first down.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing his dart. It's complete to Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Dart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fights loose. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards for the ball game. Now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. He's back to throw. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 24-21. A little under 30 seconds remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Connecting with Aguilar. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And the Giants will nail it here out of the victory formation. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be off.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hanson. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the rookie out of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Giants get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame. He also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Bills are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's James Conner. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
name Gene Parkwood's considerable elevation. We're in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. These guys not quite sure what type of team they're going to be this season after a 3-3 start. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys making a long trip home from their International Series game last week, so not as much time as usual to prepare for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. Here's Graham Gano to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Nix now on 1st and 10. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46.
Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down, and they go right back to it.